Good morning, everyone. My name is Allison Turner. I am the founder of Bad Cat Media Group, which is also home to my other two brands, Dream Plan Start Grow and The Allison Turner. I wanted to jump on today and talk about giving back. So it's a little different topic than I normally talk about, but I'm super honored to be the incoming chair of the Delray Chamber Education Fund, which is a nonprofit arm of the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce. And so I will be assuming this job in 2024. And what does that mean? Honestly, for me, it means an opportunity to make a difference. And I've been on this board for about a year as the vice chair. So for 2023 as the vice chair, with the intention of potentially taking it over in 2024, which has now happened. But the Delray Chamber Education Fund, just so those of you out here that may want more information on that, is a nonprofit dedicated to help our Delray Beach public schools. And that's important because all of our Delray Beach public schools are Title I schools, which means that there's a large majority or a large number of students that are low-income students. And our goal is to help with educational projects, being able to help teachers maybe with supplies, things like that a lot of our schools are no longer funded for. Public funding doesn't help. So that's where my goal is, to really bring this organization up and to help expand the organization more. And just to give you a little bit more information, so in case you ever see the logo DCEF or Delray Chamber Education Fund, again, our goal right now is to support Delray Beach public schools and help the students in our schools so they live, work, and thrive, and basically give back to Delray Beach when they become adults. But why is it important? I wanted to jump on and just talk about why it's important to give back. So that's the other message for today. So besides announcing the incoming chair, I find it super important for me to give back in some way. Sometimes we can overcommit. So I'm not a big proponent, and I've done that in my life too. Not a big proponent of overcommitting, because then you don't do anything well. And these nonprofit boards, they need help, all of them. They need your expertise. They need your, all those different things. But number one, it helps strengthen our communities. So when you give back, it helps strengthen our communities. So think about, I'm giving back to a local Delray Beach nonprofit, but I'm also on the board of the Institute of Regional Conservation, which is a little bit more regional and even national, has some national impacts and even world impacts. So it strengthens our communities by giving back, because we're using our expertise to help impact these nonprofits or impact who they're serving. So you don't have to be on a board necessarily. You could be giving money to a nonprofit that serves a community, serves animals, serves a cause. It's really up to you and what you're passionate about. Like, you have to hone in on what you're passionate about, because that's what's going to entice you to make the difference. Secondly, personal fulfillment. A lot of times we may not have 100% fulfillment in a job, or, I own my own company, in relationships, all those things. How do we personally fulfill all the way? Giving back is a great opportunity to add to our personal fulfillment, because when you give to others, you always get something in return. You may not get something monetary or, concrete, but you get that great gift that you've made a difference in someone's life, an animal's life, a cause, whatever that is for you. The third thing, when you give back, you're promoting compassion and empathy. That's what we really need more of in this world, compassion and empathy. I mean, think of our world today. Think of, when you turn on the news, which I don't turn on, but on the off chance I turn it on, it's like all doom and gloom. It's no positive stories. Maybe they have a positive story at the end of the local news hour or something that takes 2 minutes, and then the other 28 minutes is all about, this shooting or this whatever happened. Promote compassion and empathy, because we need more of that. If we can build our society on compassion and empathy, think of the difference we would make in our world if everyone gave back in some way, shape, or form. So that's whether you serve on a nonprofit board, whether you give financially, whether you go serve food at a soup kitchen, whether you go help a animal shelter out by walking dogs or, playing with the dogs, whatever it is, how do you give back and promote that compassion and empathy? And then economic benefits. Oftentimes, I would say most nonprofits that I know are underfunded, right? They're underfunded because there's only so much money to go around. And obviously all the nonprofits are always looking for more donations to impact their cause. So if we can step in as volunteers and impact a cause at no cost to them. So for me, it's using my marketing skills, it's using my business skills. How can I then impact a board and make it a better board, make it a better organization, really steer it in the direction to make it even more solid than it already is, and even have a greater impact on the Delray Beach schools, which is ultimately what we want to do. Then creating that ripple effect. When people see you give to others, they're more inspired to give themselves. If we told those stories of how, hey, we went out and did this. I went and adopted a dog at Peggy Adams, maybe about 3 months ago. So a lot of you have seen him on my social media. Bravo, this little Chihuahua. He's about 6 pounds. And I wasn't necessarily intending to adopt him, but I knew if I walked into a shelter, I would probably adopt someone. But it's creating that ripple effect. How do we, what we do in our world then help inspire someone else to do the same in their area of interest? And then finally, health benefits. Who doesn't want to feel healthier in our world? But there have been studies that show that giving back and helping others has health benefits because it reduces stress and it helps us live a longer lifespan. So think about how you can give back in 2024. As I mentioned, my whole point here was, I'm so honored to be the incoming chair of the Delray Chamber Education Fund, which is a nonprofit arm of the Delray Beach Chamber. But what can you do to make that impact in whatever cause you're interested in? Is it education? One of my interests in education is because education and the schools in our city directly impact the businesses too, because if we want a qualified workforce to come out of our school system, whether they go to college, they go to vocational school, whatever it is, and then come into our jobs that we're offering, then education is super important. So whatever it is for you, those health benefits, giving back can help your health. So today, think about what you can do to impact our society in 2024. How can you give back? Is it financially? Is it your time? Is it your expertise? Is it a combination of all those? Usually for me, it's a combination of all those things. I serve on 2 boards and, I give back time, my expertise, things like that. But what is it for you that will help you give back in 2024? So thanks for jumping on today. I appreciate it. And I'm super honored, again, to be the incoming chair of the Delray Chamber Education Fund, the nonprofit arm of the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce. And I look forward to seeing you in 2024. Bye for now.